Hello, I'm George Peletis, and this is my wife Toshiko. As to why I'm grateful for St. Paul's, I guess you'd have to go back 2 decades ago when my wife and I were doing an expat assignment in Japan. And we were looking for a bedrock upon which to bring our daughter up in, our daughter Erica. My wife, a Buddhist, me, a Greek Orthodox, came to the decision that the Episcopal denomination was a good middle ground. The minute we walked through the doors of St. Albans in Tokyo and met Father Randall, we could feel God's calling. Through the Episcopal 101 study, Toshiko and Erica were baptized in Tokyo. After 7 years overseas, life went into overdrive as we repatriated back to the United States. Unfortunately, we did not maintain our ties with the church. We continued at this secular, frenetic pace until a life-altering event occurred. Our beloved daughter, top student, track star, multiple volunteer, and tutor, took her life at 18 years of age. In a stupor, you cannot imagine, I contacted St. Paul's. Pastor Kay, without hesitation, came to Erica's side at the ICU to help us pray. I remember her words when I asked if she had a problem with conducting Erica's funeral due to the circumstances. And Kay replied, "Do you still love your daughter when she made a mistake? Then why would you think God would ever stop loving her as well?" God spoke to me that day through Kay. She conducted the most beautiful funeral honoring Erica, reminding us of God's love. Afterwards, we came to St. Paul's looking for solace. Attending 8 a.m. Sunday services, we were welcomed with open arms by Kay, David, Laura, and the congregation. They were careful to give us space and support. Over time, we recovered to the point where we knew that we needed to give back. Both my wife and I volunteered with St. Paul's Sunday Supper program, and that gave us as much as we gave back to it. Looking to chart a new path in our life, we both began training and certification as life coaches. And with that, Toshiko?
Hi, my name is Toshiko Peletis. As George mentioned, we had a huge loss 3 years ago. And the loss of Erica threw us into the wilderness. It was a very dark, cold winter. I hibernated during this horrible winter, went within, and I started to think how I can use my experience and give back to society and to church. So we decided to take life coaching program to become a certified coaches. I furthered my education by taking a grief coaching program as well. And after everything is completed, I struggle to create my own website to introduce myself as a life coach. So on the day I pushed the button to publish or launch my website, Pastor Kay sent an email asking me if I could host a grief support group for St. Paul's. I knew that was a calling from God. So we hosted our first 6-week program back in January, and the second one is in session right now. It's going quite well. So our role for this support group, number one, to create a very safe place so that everyone can tell their own stories. That's extremely important to get through your grief journey. And secondly, we learn a basic knowledge and skills about grief so that they know exactly what they are going through now and what they might face in the future. It's been also very useful to exchange our wisdom, insights, and ideas to get through our tough times. But I have to tell you my little secret. Reaching out to our fellow grievers heals me a lot, and George too, of course. We are so grateful that St. Paul's has given us this amazing opportunity. We found our life purpose again.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.